Hey yo, it's Brian here. Today, talking about the San Francisco 49ers. The draft is coming up this month in April. I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are as well. Just wanted to talk about some things for the 49ers, to the 49ers. Well, not really to the 49ers because I don't know anything about football, right? But looking at the team right now, a lot of people left the team via free agency and trades and stuff like that. But really, the draft is the most important part for the 49ers this year in particular because with all the players leaving and not really getting too many people in free agency, they really have to hit home in this draft. They got to find a lot of replacements like Dre Greenlaw. He's a very important member of the team, not here anymore. Debo Samuel, he's not with us anymore, although we do have Ricky Pearsall, which he shows a lot of promise from last year. A lot of things that they have to look forward to in this draft. So with 11 draft picks, they better really hit home with pretty much all of them if they want to compete in 2025. And for the future of Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch regime, if they want to stay a little bit longer in future years. Because I feel like their seat, I wouldn't say it's hot. I feel like it's getting a little bit lukewarm, because they had not the greatest year in 2024. Maybe we're just overreacting because, sometimes you do have down years for any football team. It's not going to be perfect, but still, a down year is a down year, and owners, anybody particular, maybe the Yorks, they're not really happy with how the season went, and especially with the investments that haven't really been working out with all the contract extensions that they try to do for the players so they could be happy and hopefully perform well. And so far, they haven't really gotten too much. Minus maybe Nick Bosa, but I always keep saying this in past videos. He hasn't even been the guy that he once was when he was a rookie in the first 2 or 3 years before he held out that 1 year, I believe in 2023 or 2022. And yeah, ever since he's gotten paid, he's been great, but not the superstar, super duper star that we expect him to be. And maybe we have high standards for him. We have a lot of expectation for him. But hey, do I think it was rightfully paid? Yes, I still believe it was a good contract, but at the same time, I don't know. It hasn't been working out, 100%, maybe 95%. And maybe that's just a little bit being nitpicky, but at the same time, there you go. Brandon Ayuk, we know that's not working out right now. But, to be fair, it is the first year of the contract, and they were trying to get stuff going on. He held out, and he tore his ACL, his whole knee. So hopefully 2025 he can make a renaissance, make a comeback, and actually have a whole OTAs, offseason program with the 49ers. That's something that we have to look forward to. So, I'm going to hold out hope for Brandon, but yeah, first year was not a good year for the contract extension during 2024. Some other ones, Debo Samuel, it was okay, but he wasn't the guy that, he once was before the contract. There's a theme with the 49er players and contract extensions, stuff like that. So, I do not blame the 49ers for taking the cold, hard approach of not re-signing a lot of players. As much as I love Dre Greenlaw, I can understand why the 49ers didn't want to bring him back because injury history, Achilles is a very serious one, especially for a linebacker. You got to run around a lot, and to have a torn Achilles, it could hurt a lot. So it's not the easiest one to come back from. So I don't blame the 49ers for not wanting to re-sign him. But still, I'm always the guy to believe that he's the heart of the defense. It's a bummer that he's not with us anymore in San Francisco, along with him and Hufanga. They're both in Denver for the 2025 season. What are some other things to talk about? The big cloud looming, Brock Purdy. We were talking about all these contract extensions for all these players. What about Brock Purdy? If we sign him to a lot of money, which I believe the 49ers will, probably in the next month or two, is he going to live up to the expectations to the contract? I hope so. The quarterback of all the positions in football, we all know it's one of the most important positions in all of sports. The guys that I mentioned, Bosa, Debo, Brandon, they're very important, don't get me wrong, but nothing beats the quarterback position. Purdy, assuming he gets signed to a long-term extension deal, hopefully he lives up to the contract. Hope he's not like Trevor Lawrence right now where he got paid a lot of money and it didn't really work out. But anyways, going a little bit off tangent, I never really believed in Trevor Lawrence in terms of a big contract. I thought he was a good quarterback, but it just was he hasn't been really wowing for a guy that came out of Clemson and was just the guy in college. And, he's supposed to be the once-in-a-lifetime quarterback prospect. He hasn't really lived up to that expectation as that number one draft pick. We have number one draft picks in general, but you have Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning, and Trevor Lawrence. Those are once-in-a-generation type quarterbacks. And so far, Lawrence, I don't think he's lived up to that expectation in terms of that. Don't get me wrong, good quarterback, but not that quarterback, if you know guys know what I mean. So I'm hoping Brock can live up to the expectations. That's something that we're all looking forward to for 2025 and beyond. They will pay him. I'm sure they will. I don't think it's going to get into the situation where it's going to get ugly, where Brock starts holding out and stuff like that. Hopefully the 49ers just get it over with, and you might get a little discount for future years due to inflations and stuff like that for the salary cap. Yeah, very interesting time for the 49ers. It's a bit of a reload, I would say. I wouldn't say a rebuild. Some people are claiming this is a rebuild. I do not think this is a rebuild. I believe this is more of a reloading session, getting some more players, getting some more talent, getting some fresh talent. I think they can make a big run. It's going to be a little bit more difficult, I would say, with the new guys that are going to come to the 49ers from the draft. So we'll see how that helps us a lot. Hopefully they draft a lot of draft needs. I still got to make a video about that, the top 3 draft needs for the 49ers in 2025, because there's quite a bit ever since a lot of players left for free agency. A lot to talk about, a lot of intrigue, a lot of unknowns with the 49ers in particular. But, I still believe in this front office. I believe in John Lynch and company. I believe in Kyle Shanahan, well, like 99% of the time when he's not choking in Super Bowls, right? But with the team, the way it's constructed, I think they can make another run. I know it's really early to say, but yeah, I'm a full firm believer of the 49ers, but I am a little bit skeptical as well about this team in 2025. So we'll see when the season comes. Are they going to perform well? Are they going to be disappointing like last year? Hopefully not, because if they have a disappointing year in 2025, then yeah, Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch will be feeling a little bit of a heat even more from management. And, I don't want to see these two guys go. I think they're very valuable to the 49ers. They've been valuable for the past 7 to 8 years, and we want to keep that continuity going. We want to keep good football going like Kyle Shanahan has for the past long time, since 2017, 2018 that he's been with the team. We want to see great football. We just got to see a Super Bowl title. That's still one thing that he's missing from this whole 49er squad. Great regular season, great playoff runs, just haven't been able to finish the whole story and win the big championship. You got to be like Cody Rhodes, right? Finish the story, and I hope the 49ers can do that in 2025, and it starts with the draft. That's it, guys. Please let me know what you guys think about the 49ers and the draft upcoming offseason. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for listening to this. I hope to catch you guys up in the next one. Love you guys as always, and I'll see you guys later. Go Niners all day.